Welcome to WBG, which board game should I buy? Today we're going to go through all the cards in Dominion Seaside Expansion. I'm going to go through all the cards from the Seaside Expansion and show you what they are and what they do. Seaside is my very favorite expansion, bar none, above any other. So if you do have Dominion, I would recommend this is the first expansion you get. Okay, here are the cards for Seaside Expansion. First we have the Ambassador. Reveal a card from your hand. Return up to 2 copies of it from your hand to the supply. Then each other player gain a copy of it. So this is good if you have a curse card. You can discard trash 2 curse cards. Well, put them in the supply, and then they get a curse card. So that's good to use for curses. Bazaar, 1 card, 2 actions, and 1 treasure. Caravan. Now this is something that's really common in the Seaside expansion. It's action and duration. And what it means is for this turn you get something, you leave it in front of you, and then you do something for the next turn. So in this one, 1 card, 1 action, and at the start of your next turn, get 1 card. So there's a lot of duration cards in this. Okay, Cutpurse, it's an action and attack. +2 treasure. Each other player discards a copper or reveals a hand with no copper. So you get 2 coins and they lose 1. Embargo. Trash this. Add an embargo token to the supply pile. These are the embargo tokens that come with the game. For the rest of the game, when a player buys a card from this pile, they gain a curse. So you can put this on a pile that you don't want people to buy, because every time they buy it, they'll get a curse on it. I don't really like this card. I kind of like to buy all the cards myself, and I don't want to get curses. But if there's a card you don't care for that someone else likes, it might be a good thing to do. Explorer. You may reveal a province from your hand. If you do, gain a gold in your hand. If you don't, gain a silver to your hand. That's really nice. Some extra money in your hand on your turn. Okay, here's another duration cards. For this turn, you get 2 actions and 1 treasure. At the end of your next turn, you get 1 action and 1 treasure. Ghost Ship. +2 cards. Each other player with 4 or more cards in his hand puts cards from their hand into their deck until they have 3 cards in their hand. So you get 2 cards, and then they have to put 2 cards down onto the top of their deck for their next turn. Okay, we've got another duration card here. It's Haven. 1 card, 1 action. Set aside a card from your hand face down. Under this, at the start of your next turn, put it into your hand. So, I didn't read that well, but basically, you're going to put a card from your hand and save it for next turn. It's really nice if you have a bunch of action cards or you want to try and stock up some money for next turn. You could put the card under there and just save it till next time. Use it in your next turn. Okay, Island. When you play this card, you'll have this from the beginning of the game. It's the play mat. And you'll put this and a card from your hand onto your island mat. So whenever you play this, you're going to want to have some other victory cards. Basically, it cleans your hand of victory cards. So that's really nice. You get 2 victory points, but you don't have to keep it in your hand. You can discard it to the island. Lighthouse is a duration card. This turn you get 1 action. Now and at the start of your next turn, you get a treasure. Also, when this is in play, when another when another player plays an attack card, it doesn't affect you. So basically it's sort of like a moat, except that it only counts if it's in play. So if it's down on your board, down in front of you, it will act as a moat card, so it'll protect you from attacks. And since it's a duration, you'll be leaving it for a whole turn, so it'll help you there. So it doesn't help if it's in your hand, only if it's down. Lookout, +1 action. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Trash one of them, discard one of them, and put one on the top of your deck. I don't know if I like this too much. Sometimes I don't want to trash a card. What if there were 3 good cards? But it is kind of nice to look ahead what's coming up. If you have a lot of curses, it might be good. Merchant ship. Now and at the start of your next turn, 2 treasures. Native village. You're going to be using this playmat. When you play with the native village card, everybody will get one of those. And you get 2 actions with it, and I just really love this card. You can choose one. You can put your top card of your deck face down on your native village. So basically you're going to take a card and put it face down. No one else can see it but you. You may look at these cards at any time. Or you can put all the cards from your native village into your hand. So basically you're collecting cards to this spot, and then you can pick them all up at once and get something really good. Get a really good victory point once you get enough stuff there. Or just do a bunch of actions and get a bunch of money. Navigator. +2. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Either discard all of them or put them back in any order. That's nice. You can kind of plan what's coming up. Another duration card here. If this is the first time you played an outpost this turn, and your previous turn wasn't yours, then take an extra turn after this one, and you only draw 3 cards for your next hand. So basically, if you didn't just use an outpost, you can use an outpost and have a whole nother turn. But this time you only get 3 cards. It's a really nice card. The long explanation is just basically so that you know that you can't just keep going over and over again by playing outpost. You can only play it once as your turn goes around. But it's really nice to have an extra turn. Pearl Diver, 1 card, 1 action. Look at the bottom card of your deck and put it on top if you want. Pirate ship. You're going to be using this playmat. You'll be getting one of these if pirate ship is in, if you're using it for this game. And it says, choose one. +1 coin per tokens on your pirate ship mat. So these are the tokens that will be going on your pirate ship mat. Or each other player reveals the top 2 cards of their deck, trashes one of those treasures that you choose, and discards the rest. And then, if anyone trashed a treasure, you add a coin token to your pirate ship mat. So let's say I decide to do the attack. I tell everybody to trash a treasure, and if somebody does trash one, or 3 people trash one, I get to put one of these on my pirate ship. And from now on, if I had like 4 of those, I could, on my pirate ship mat, I could use them as coins on my turn whenever I play the pirate ship. So you can either attack, or you can use the coins that you've collected, which is kind of fun, especially if you start at the beginning of your turn. You can get a lot of treasure on there. Have a lot of money when that treasure ship comes up, when that pirate ship comes up. Okay, Salvager, +1 buy. Trash a card from your hand, +1 per coin it costs. You can trash a card from your hand and get one that, and add some money to your buying power. The Sea Hag. This is a really mean card. Each other player discards the top card of their deck, then gains a curse card onto their deck. So you not only get a curse card, but it'll come up in your next turn, so you get one less card. So it's a little meaner than the witch, but with the witch you get to cards. This one you don't get anything. It's just pure mean. Smuggler. Gain a copy of a card costing up to 6 that the player to your right gained in your last turn. I really like this card. You play it down if your player next to you got a really good card the last time, and you say, "What'd you get?" And they tell you, and you get the same card. So that's really nice. Smuggling. Tactician, a duration card. If you have at least one card in your hand, discard your hand. At the start of your next turn, plus 5 cards, plus an action, and plus a buy. Oh man. If you don't have that great of hand, this is a great card. Discard all your cards and pick up 10 the next time and get an extra action and a buy. Woo, that's nice. Treasure map, one of my favorite cards. So, trash this and a treasure map from your hand. If you trash 2 treasure maps, gain 4 golds onto your deck. Oh boy. So basically you have to end up with 2 of these in your hand, and you have to trash them when you get them, when you play them. And then you get 4 gold onto your deck. Now that is a good treasure find with the treasure map. It's so fun to do, but it is frustrating when you get a few of those and you can never get them coming up together. But when you do get them coming up together, oh, that's fun. Treasury is another one of the great cards in here. It's 1 card, 1 action, and 1 coin. When you discard this from play, if you don't buy a victory card this turn, you may put this back on top of your deck. So basically, you just keep putting it back on top of your deck. And then if you get 2 or 3 of them, you can pull them all out. But the minute you buy a victory card, you got to discard them. Okay, Warehouse, plus 3 cards, 1 action, and discard 3 cards. So basically it's kind of cleaning up your hand. You get 3 cards, but then you got to discard 3, so you get to kind of pick which ones are the best, and it also gives you another action to play. So, last one is the Wharf. Now and at the start of your next turn, 2 cards and 1 buy. I really love these action duration cards, because you get something this turn, and then you know that you're going to get something the next turn. So, and that is the last card in Seaside Expansion. And those are the cards for Dominion Seaside Expansion. If you want to watch the video of whether or not you should buy Dominion, go ahead and check that on our channel. And we have a bunch of other videos showing some other expansions and the cards from the original Dominion, so check those out as well. Thanks for watching.